Welcome back. This is War 9. We've matched Salty for the rematch. And my team is going to be S99, Anti-Venom, and there he is, CGR. Don't know how to find champions, apparently. Going to be starting out on Path 8, I think, if I recall. Yeah, I think it's Path 8. And my first fight is going to be a Dragonman. Yep, there we go. So this Dragonman is, with S99, it's pretty much just going to be hit block, build your ruptures. And I'm actually going to keep his power charge on him because I want to reverse the power that he would get from it. And then when he throws heavies, or if he happens to throw a special one or like that, landing an intercept, I will get openings and I will land regular hits and help get him to a bar of power so that I can get a burst. And I'm actually going to push him over a bar of power here and then let him go back underneath it and then push him over it again just to get some more bursts and make the fight a little bit quicker. And then he's going to go down very, very shortly. Next up is Galan with CGR. Now, CGR can kill Galan, and he can do it no problem, but if you get hit in this fight, you are dead. Taking a hit will give you an armor. Armor is going to put him into harvest, and I'm not sure if you could survive the first harvest if you let it run out. But I would assume that you're probably dead. So don't get hit. Now next up is this Mephisto, and I make a mistake in this fight. So I swapped my masteries from Suicides to start this fight, and as soon as I went to pause the first time there and it didn't work, I realized that I left Dex on. So luckily I still have the Power Start 1 because I changed my mastery so quickly. So what I'm basically going to do is work back up to my Special 2, launch it, and then just get my Wither back basically. Now as long as I don't get hit by a Special 1, I don't have to worry about Soul Imprisonment, so now I can pause. Now he activated Aura quite a bit in this one. He has 3 of them right now. I'm not sure if that's just RNG or if maybe he's a 200 sig. I'm not really sure what his sig actually does. I don't remember. But he seems to be activating it quite a bit, which is fine. You're bound to take a little bit of damage from it at some point, but it's not really going to do a whole lot. And it's a pretty standard S99 fight. It's more blocked hits than anything else. And now we go back to Suicides. Going to be taking this Gorr on Rich Get Richer with CGR. So I'm not going to use the Vigilance Judgment. It's just going to be Power Start 1, Power Gain Judgment, couple hits straight into Special 2. You don't need the other one, and I want to make sure that I kill him with the Special 3, and just in case I don't, he doesn't already have a Special 3. And because it's Rich Get Richer, taking the time to do the Vigilance Judgment could potentially give him a Special 3 just in case you don't kill him with this. And you don't want that. Next up is Spot on 49. So for this one, I'm going to do Vigilance Judgment first. That way, if I happen to get bad RNG with Spots and he goes untouchable, I don't have to worry about missing. And I have Dex off, so I don't trigger it by accident when I am getting out of the way of his heavy attack. So after Vigilance, I'm going to go Power Gain into Special 2. I don't care that it's swapped over to Poison. It doesn't matter because this Special 3 is going to kill him. And the fight's over once you launch that first Special 2. So at this point, my hard fights are out of the way. So I was feeling pretty good. By hard fights, I mean the spot. The other ones were relatively simple. I wasn't scared about them, but I was scared of that spot. So in this fight, I was feeling pretty good. Used a Power Star 1. I probably didn't need to, but it being Salty War, I decided to just might as well use it. Don't take chances. So I don't have to actually pause my debuffs, so just hitting him will pause them for me, even though I'm still pausing on his special one, even though I don't need to. So I'm going to end up getting 3 Withers and 5 Exhaustions, I think. And then at some point in this fight, I'm just going to start doing normal combos. I'm going to do a backdraft at one point. I go for an intercept here, 4 hit into special 2, get an intercept, dash back. I go for an intercept, but he doesn't go for it, so I just land blocked hits. I mean, this really isn't how you should play this fight. But I am getting my ruptures up, and he is ticking down, so all's well. Get my 4th, is that a 4th Wither? Jesus Christ. 4th Wither into Relic, and then I think I'm going to start heavy spamming him in the corner, and then he resists the last one, lands a combo on me, but it doesn't really matter at that point because the fight's over. Last up is Photon Boss round 4. So I set up my masteries for her before I did the Mangog fight, and I wanted to do that because I did my first 6 fights the first night that the war started, and I'm not doing Photon until the following night. So just to cover my bases and make sure that I didn't forget anything, I have my masteries set up. Same plan as always, hit block when she throws a heavy randomly. I'm not baiting them, but she does throw them from time to time. I'm going to use that as an opening for regular hits, and then I'm going to use a special 1 punish as my other opening for regular hits. The fight's going to go pretty standard, pretty normal, although at one point I'm going to be trying to bait a special out of her, and I'm going to go to roll back, basically, like to dex backwards, and I'm going to trigger a relic by accident. And I'm going to be able to recover in enough time to block, and I take a blocked hit, but then she goes to throw a heavy, and I wasn't ready for it whatsoever. So I end up getting hit by the heavy, and the regular hits don't do anything because I have the invuln on. However, she does deal red damage when she lands heavies, and the red damage does get me a little bit. But other than that, it's a relatively smooth fight, so I'm going to let it play out the rest of the way, and I'll come back when it's all done. So we ended up losing this one 3-2, but that score is not indicative of how the fucking war went. We were like 32-3, dude. Like, we puked all over our fucking shoes at the start of this war, which, I mean, happens, and it's part of the reason why rematches are so important, I feel, because last season, Salty won the first match, and we were able to win the second match and give ourselves a chance. And this season, that happened in the reverse. We won the first match, and Salty won the second match. So it makes the overall competitiveness of the game, especially for Masters, it just makes it better. But Salty ended up dropping 2 late. So after this war, we are going into the last 3 wars with a 4 attack bonus lead. So I'm pretty excited to see how the rest of the season turns out. I wish Salty good luck. Yeah, that's all she wrote for now. But thank you very much for watching.